Alright, what's up everybody, back with another edition of Everyday Hoops. Hope you guys have a good one. Today, we are doing another tier list video. In this one, we're going to be doing a tier list of every point guard in the NBA coming into the 2023-2024 season. It's about mid-September-ish, which is still crazy to say that we're already in mid-September. So, deciding, maybe the ranking videos and stuff like that, and preparing for the 2023-2024 season should be in order. So, we're starting today ranking every point guard in the NBA tier list, all of them, and I mean all of them. Yeah, just a little something fun we're gonna do, and yeah, we're getting to it. Thank you guys for views on videos and the shorts recently. Really appreciate it. If you're doing the content around here, consider subscribing, like, turn notifications to all stuff like that. I'd really appreciate it. It lives out a lot, and yeah, I don't want to waste any more of your time. Let's get right into it. So here are the tiers. We'll start off. So we have S tier, which are the elite of the elite point guards, guys that are at the top. You can't really mess with them. A tier, they're not really elite point guards, but they're still pretty good. B tier is like, they're alright, they're probably maybe all-starish level. They're not the elite of the elite. They're not superstars, but they're still good in their own. C tier is like, they're alright, maybe starter, probably maybe bench player. Not an amazing all-star level point guard, but still get the job done. D tier is like, they're alright, they're probably coming off the bench. They're okay. Nothing really that great, nothing special. They're just there when you need them there. And the GL is the G League, guys that probably spend most of the time in the G League on two-way contracts, stuff like that. All right, and we have all the point guards for the 2023-2024 season, and yeah, let's get into it. We'll start with Aaron Holiday. I'm putting him, he's like kind of the definition of kind of what the D tier is for me in this list. Like, doesn't really get so many consistent minutes. When he does get minutes, he's okay, but yeah, he's all right. He's not horrible, but he's probably not gonna be a starter in the league. He's just kind of there. If you need a injury replacement point guard, he's in there. Next, we have Amen Thompson. Now, the rookies are gonna be very tough. There's a few rookies on here. It's gonna be very tough because we haven't seen him play an NBA game yet. He was a top 5 pick. I don't know. I feel like I should make another tier of just rookies, but I don't want to do that. I'm gonna put Amen in the B tier for right now. I think can be a starter in this rookie year. I think he's gonna be solid. He's probably gonna be behind Fred VanVleet still, so he'll probably come off the bench. But I think his impact, he'll be very solid. Next, Delano Banton, my twin. Put him in the D tier as well. He's a big 6'9" point guard. I mean, that's really fun. But he just hasn't really gotten a whole lot of opportunity to show that he's, like that, how good he is. So I'm putting him in D. All right, now we have Bradley Beal. Beal is going to be the point guard for the Suns this upcoming year. And I think he's good at A tier. He's not an elite level player like that. He's not a top 5 kind of guy anymore. But he's still very good, still an all-star level, maybe even a little bit above an all-star level player. So I think he's really good in A tier. Anthony Black, I feel like I'm also Anthony Black. I think I'm gonna put him in the B or C. I think I put him. I really like Anthony Black though. But I don't want to put all the rookies in B tier. That's the thing. I feel like that would just be like a cop-out answer. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I'll put him in C. I don't know if he's going to be the starter coming off right away. I don't know, maybe Markelle or I don't know. So I'll put him in C tier, but I do think by the end of the year, he'll probably be a B tier. I think he's going to be a really good rookie. Next, Bones Highland. He's between C and D. He could give you a scoring punch, but also when he's not scoring, he's not really doing anything else, which is a tough mold to be in. He still probably can get minutes though. Probably won't be a starter unless he develops any other parts of his game. I'm gonna put I'll put a C for now. Maybe he'll come down to D tier when I'm done, but for now I'll put him in C. Alright, next, Jamaree Bouyea. He plays for the Heat. He's on a 2-way contract for them. G League. He's a G Leaguer. Yeah. Malcolm Brogdon. Malcolm Brogdon is really good. I'm going to put Malcolm Brogdon in the B tier. He's pretty good, especially coming from the bench as a 6-man. He's better than some other people's starting point guards. We know that. So yeah, I think B tier is good for him. Jalen Brunson, I think, goes in A tier. Yeah, I think it goes in A tier. Really, really good point guard, especially last year. And then Team USA, I'm expecting him to come out and have a really good year again this year. Cade is interesting. I'm putting him in B, but I think by the end of the year he'll be in A. I think he's gonna have a really big year. But yeah, so far I think for now he's in B because he missed a lot of time last year. I think if he played last year, he probably would have been a little bit higher potentially. But I think B is a very solid place for him. Carlik Jones, G League. He did really good in FIBA though, so maybe he gets a guarantee. He's not a non-guaranteed deal with the Bulls, so we'll see. Alex Caruso, he goes in C, I think, right? Or should he? I don't know. I don't know if he's on. He's really, really good though as a backup, especially defensively. He just does really good things. That's tough. I'm gonna put him in C for now. Maybe move up later. We'll see. Cason Wallace, I'll also put him in C tier. He's a rookie. We haven't seen him play yet, but I think he's gonna do some good things for the Thunder. Come off the bench defensively. He's gonna provide a big spark in the offense. If he can get buckets, then that's a really good thing. Cole Anthony, he's also going in C tier. I think he's a really good 6-man point guard. You know, maybe probably won't not be a starter, but I think him coming off the bench being a 6-man will provide a lot for teams. Mike Conley, that goes in B tier, just a really good starting point guard. Was an all-star one year. At this point in his career, not expected to be a scorer or bucket getter or anything crazy. Just expected to come out and do what he has to do to win games. Corey Joseph, I think he goes in C tier. Yeah, I put him in C tier. Just a really solid point guard. Plays for the Warriors now. Really solid point guard. You know, not going to do anything bad on the court. Not going to do too much. He's just going to come in, do we have to do, and leave. That's Corey Joseph. You know, the solid veteran point guard. Chris Paul. I think Chris Paul now is a B tier. He's older now. He might be starting with the Warriors, which I'm very curious to see how they're going to figure that out. I don't know if that's the right move, but we're going to see. But yeah, I think B tier. At this point, he's a little older. He's not the same Chris Paul they're used to seeing. Yeah, I'm very interested to see his role in the Warriors, though. Dame, he goes in S tier. I mean, it's Damian Lillard. What else do we really have to say? It's Damian Lillard, one of the best in the business. Davion Mitchell, I think he goes in C tier. I think he's a solid C tier point guard. Very solid, come off the bench. Defensively, he's there. You know, just can't really do. Offensively, he's just alright. He's alright. You know, he's an alright backup point guard, and that's fine. Devontae Graham. Now, he is a little tough. Because, honestly, he's another one of those guys where if he's not shooting the 3, he's not really doing much. Because he's too small defensively to guard much. He's not good at finishing it. So, he's really one of those guys where, like, if he's not shooting and hitting, he's not doing anything. I'll put him in D tier. Yeah, I put him in D tier. At this point, we kind of know who Devontae Graham is. He's just he's really more of a 2 guard that is just 6 foot. You know, so yeah. Mr. Dinwiddie, I'm putting him in B tier. I think he's just a really good starting point guard. And even if he's a 6-man as well, that's really good if he's a 6-man. But I think he's gonna be starting for the Nets. And yeah, he's good. You know, he's really good, solid, steady point guard. D'Angelo Russell also is gonna go in the B tier. The B tier is starting to become just like really good starter level point guards. I think D'Angelo Russell is one of them. I don't know if he's gonna be starting for the Lakers. Maybe Gabe Vincent, who knows? But I think he's still pretty good. Dennis Smith Jr., I'll put him in D tier. Even though he did have a really solid kind of re-spark for the Hornets last year, especially defensively, he was good. I don't think he's on the level of these C tier guys, but I think he's still pretty good. And now he's in Brooklyn, and I think he's gonna have a very solid season as a backup point guard there. Maybe he can revive his career, come up to this level. Chris Dunn also going to go in D tier, kind of the same as Dennis Jr. Kind of had a re-spark last year with the Jazz. He has some pretty good games. He's on a non-guaranteed deal with the Jazz right now, so I don't even know if he's going to make the roster or not. But I think if he has another good year this year, he can bump up a little bit. Dyson Daniels. he's tough because I think he's a little bit too young to judge. Last year, he didn't really get a lot of playing time his rookie year because the Pelicans are trying to go for a playoff spot. So I think this year's going to be a big decider. I'm putting him in C just because I feel like it's too early a little bit to tell if he's going to be down here or up here. But I like his tools. I like what he can bring to a team. But yeah, it's too young. It's too early for him. Malachi Flynn, I'm also going to put him in D tier. I'm kind of disappointed. I feel like the last few years I've wanted Malachi Flynn to take over, become that backup point guard, and be consistent in the Raptors rotation, but he never really did that, you know? So yeah, I think he'll go in D tier. Trent Forrest just got re-signed by the Hawks on a 2-way deal the other day. I'll put him in D tier, a little bit above G League, because he's been on the Jazz and the Hawks for a little bit. He's actually played a little bit, so I'll put him in D. De'Aaron Fox, I think A tier. He's really, really good. You know, he's really, really good. All-star level. Maybe this year he can bump up a little bit. Who knows? Fred VanVleet, I think he's B tier along with these other guys. I think, it makes sense that he's in this tier. Really good starting point guard. He's getting paid like he's up here. But yeah, he's a B tier. But I mean, it makes sense. The Rockets kind of had to do that. I've explained that a few times. But I think, yeah, he's a really good starter. Markelle Fultz, I think he's C tier. He's not on this level yet, but I think by the end of the year he will be on this level because I think he's going to have a really good season, and I really think Markelle's due for another breakout. But I think for now he's in C tier. I don't know. I consider putting him in B tier, but I don't know. I just think I would take most of these guys. I would take Cade. I would take Mike Conley. I would take a lot of guys over Markelle for now. I feel like he's like here. He's like in the B minus C plus range. He's like right here. But I think for now, looking at the guys, I put him in C. Darius Garland, I think he goes to A tier. Really good, all-star level, PG. Yeah, I think A tier definitely for him. Josh Giddey, I think he goes in B tier for now. For here, I think his potential is up here, and I considered putting him in A. But I think B is good for him. He's not there yet. He's not up to A top all-star level yet. But I think in due time, especially with FIBA, how good he played, I think in due time, in another year or two, he'll be up there. Colin Gillespie, G League. I don't even know he's played a game yet in the NBA. He did come off that Terry 27 with Villanova. But yeah, he's in there. Jacob Gilyard is also in there. He plays for the Grizzlies on a 2-way. G Leaguers, you know. Jordan Goodwin. Jordan Goodwin had a really solid year last year with the Washington. He's in Phoenix now. I think I have to put him in D tier because I think compared to some of these guys, I would take a lot of these guys over Jordan Goodwin. But I think Jordan Goodwin's really solid. I think by the end of the year he'll be up to C tier because I think he's gonna be a very solid guy for the Suns off the bench as their backup point guard. Tyrese, I think he's A tier. I love Tyrese Halliburton. Really, really, really good. Yeah, not really much more to say. He's going to be probably an all-star conversation for the next few years. I think he's A tier. James Harden. I don't know if I could put James Harden S, man. I don't think I could put James. I don't know if I could put James Harden S right now. I don't know if I could put James Harden S. I think I have to put him A. Even though he had a really good year last year. I think honestly maybe an underrated year last year. But yeah, the playoffs were not great for him, and now with the whole situation going on now, yeah, I don't know if I can put him on that S tier right now. I think I have to put him A. Trevor Hudgens for the Rockets. He's a 2-way guy. G League. Ja. Ooh, this is actually interesting because I feel like Ja is better than all of them, but I don't know if he's on. Is Ja in S tier? Is Ja in S tier? Huh? I never even thought of it. Is Ja at S tier right now? I would say he's a top 5 point guard right now. I think in this short time I'm doing this. Huh. That's interesting. Is Ja S tier? Honestly, I huh. That is interesting. I didn't think about this before. I will put him in. You know what? I'll put Ja S. I think he's better than all these guys with the A tier level. Personally, to me, I think he's S tier. Wow, that's interesting. I didn't think Ja would be up on this level, but I guess he is. Jamal Murray, I think he's A tier. I don't think he's elite yet, but he had an amazing playoff run, won a championship. He's really good, A tier. Jared Butler, he plays for the Wizards now in the 2A. G League. Javon Carter, C tier. Really good 3-and-D guard. I'm surprised he's a point guard. Apparently he's listed as a point guard last year for the Bucks. He played point guard, but I think with the Bulls he'll probably be more of a 2 guard. So yeah, but I think C tier, yeah, he's really good 3-and-D guard. You know, Jordan McLaughlin. I'll put him in D, even though I feel like he's only in D because he hasn't played as much as I think he should play. You know, like I think he should be the consistent backup point guard for the Timberwolves, but last year he wasn't. When he does play, he's really solid. He is small though. He's only like 5'10", 5'11", but I think he should be able to get a little bit more opportunity to play. But I think for now, I'll put him in D. Jose Alvarado, I put in C tier. Really solid backup point guard, especially in the defensive end. Very fun to watch. Jrue Holiday. I think Jrue Holiday A tier. I thought about B tier, but honestly, I'll take Jrue Holiday over all these guys right now. I take Jrue over all of them. So I think A tier. Yeah, A tier is a good level for him. I think Jrue Holiday, we kind of underrate Jrue Holiday, but he's a very, very good player, man. He's very, very good. Killian Hayes, yeah, D tier. Just hasn't really shown enough. Kyra Lewis, also D tier, well, it's only because he hasn't really gotten to play because he's on the Pelicans. And the Pelicans have like 30 players that deserve to play. So yeah, and the injury kind of messed him up as well. LaMelo. Is LaMelo? I think we forget how great LaMelo is. I'll put LaMelo A. I'll put LaMelo A. I really consider putting B, and honestly, he's right here. He's in between. He's like a B plus A minus tier. He's like not firmly in A, but not firmly in B. I feel like he's like an in between. But I think considering this list, I'll put him A. I feel like we kind of forget also because he was injured last year, and he didn't really play a whole lot. We forget how LaMelo is really, really, really freaking good, man. LaMelo's an amazing player. And he's going to be an all-star for the next few years to come, and hopefully revive that Charlotte Hornets organization. So yeah, I think I'll put him in A. Javon Freeman Liberty, put him in the G League. He just got a 2-way with the Raptors. He had an amazing summer league. Shout out to him for getting a deal. Lindell Wigington, he also go in G League, plays for the Bucks. Really solid when he plays. Just, you know. Lonzo. Now Lonzo is interesting because he is another one that could be in between B and C. I think because the injuries, I'll put him in C. Even though I think at his highest potential, he's B. But I think he's got to be C. It's really unfortunate we're not going to be able to see him play for another whole year. Hopefully he can get back on the court, man. It really, really sucks. Just when he was starting to really find his groove, really find a spot in the NBA, and be playing arguably the best basketball he's played in the NBA, stuff like that happens. It's super, super unfortunate, man. Hopefully this isn't the last we can see him play again. Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry's... is he B tier? He is older. The regular season he did nothing, but in the playoffs he actually is solid. You know what? I'll put Kyle Lowry B tier. I think he's on the kind of that level of like, he's older now. He's not going to be as great as we used to see him. We have to kind of lower expectations a little bit, I feel like. Because he's like, what, 37, 38? But he's still really starter level maybe better as a 6-man right now, but starter level point guard, especially in the playoffs, he showed a lot. Luka, S tier, we don't even have to talk about that. It's Luka Doncic. Tre Mann. Tre Mann's kind of in between as well. I really like Tre Mann. I think he's got game. Kind of similar to like Bones Highland. But and then again, no, because I feel like he's got a lot more to show. He just hasn't really gotten a chance to show it because he plays for the Thunder, and he honestly might not be able to get a chance to show it. Like, I wouldn't mind him being traded to a different team where he gets a lot more opportunity, because I think Tre Mann definitely is a really good player. He can ball, but he just, isn't really going to get a chance to show it. I'll put him in D tier, though. I think I'll take a lot of these guys over Tre Mann. But yeah, I really think Tre Mann has a lot more to show. He just hasn't really gotten a chance to show it. Miles McBride, I'll also put him in D tier. He is on the level of these guys, but I think maybe he could be. But it's going to be tough, though, with Emmanuel quickly taking over a spot in Jalen Brunson as well. I don't know if he's going to get a chance to really get to play. Mike Miles Jr. plays for the Mavs, G League. Really loved him at TCU. Loved him at TCU. I don't know how far he's going to make it to the league, but hopefully he can, find a niche somewhere. Monte Morris. I think he's C tier. C tier. He's really, really good. He's at the Pistons now. I think he could be a guy that maybe could, if he goes to Detroit, raise his value up. He could be traded at the trade deadline and get something valuable for the Pistons and go to a playoff team, because that's what I feel his best role is, as a 6-man on a playoff team like he was with the Nuggets. He was really, really good. But so I think C tier. Nick Smith Jr. I'm also gonna put him in C tier for now. We don't really know much about him because he's a rookie, and I don't know how much opportunity he's gonna get. Hopefully he should get a lot of opportunity because it's the Hornets. But we'll see what happens. Marquise Noel, I'll put him in D right now. We haven't gotten a chance to see him. He probably spent a lot of time in the G League, but I'm rooting for him, man. I mean, we're all rooting for him, I think. Short King, that played his butt off in the NCAA tournament. Finally got a chance with the Raptors as a two-way guy. And I hope he can find a place somewhere, man. Patty Mills. I'll put him in C tier. Really solid veteran. At this point, a little older, but he can still come off the bench. And if you need someone to hit some threes, he's got you. Jordan Poole. Is he B tier or C tier? I'll put Jordan in B tier, even though he had a pretty disappointing season last year. You know what he's about. He's going to Washington. He's gonna have a lot more opportunity to show himself, and I'll put him in B. I'm comfortable putting him in B tier. Jason Preston, D tier. He just hasn't really gotten a chance to play, honestly. He just hasn't really gotten a chance to play. He's not guaranteed. He might get cut before the season starts, depending on how the Wizards roster situation, the Clippers roster situation looks. But he just hasn't really gotten a chance to play. Amazing story, though. Payne Pritchard, he's also going in D tier. He should be a C tier, but he's another one, kind of one of those guys where if he's not getting buckets, he's not really doing much else out there. Even though he's a rookie, I really liked him as a rookie with the Celtics. Then his minutes just got down. He's asked for a trade. I don't know how he still is on the Celtics, but yeah. Manuel Quickley. I put him in B tier, even though he does come off the bench. He's still pretty good. He maybe could be a starter on some teams, even though I like him as a 6-man off the bench, bring that energy. Reggie Jackson, going C tier. He's a little bit older now. He's with the Nuggets. He's probably gonna get a lot more opportunity with the Nuggets too now as their backup point guard. But hopefully, I think Reggie will be fine in Denver. Ricky Rubio also going into C tier. We don't know if he's gonna play this year because he took a step away for his mental health. Shout out to Ricky Rubio. Hopefully everything goes great. Hopefully, you're living your best life out there, man. It's crazy. He's been playing basketball for professional basketball since he was probably 15 or something. Like, he hasn't never really gotten a chance to just be himself and just take some time off, you know? So shout out to Ricky, man. Ryan Rollins, when the G League is with the Wizards now, maybe he gets a little more opportunity this year because it's going to be the Wizards. So we'll see. Derrick Rose, I think he's C tier. Yeah. He's gonna get an opportunity with Memphis, hopefully, with Ja not gonna be able to play the first 25 games of the season, so hopefully he gets a chance to show that he still got some left in the tank. Russ, I think he's B tier right now. With the Clippers, he was really, really good. Re-signed with the Clippers, which I really liked that he went back there, and I think he's gonna be really good this season. Saben Lee, D tier. G League. In the G League, he dominates, so he's a little above G League level. He dominates in the G League. Marcus Sasser, I'll put him in D tier, even though he's one of my favorite prospects doing like the draft stuff. I love Marcus Sasser. He had a really big. He dropped 40 in the summer league this year as well. He's probably gonna spend some time between the G League and regular time. So, but hopefully he can find a niche, man. Because I think Marcus Sasser, he's a really good player, man. Jalen Hood-Schifino, I'm putting him in C tier. I don't know how much minutes and opportunity he's gonna get this year with the Lakers, but I like the pick. I think he's very solid. He's another guy that I really liked. Looking at the draft process, if I can talk and stuff. But yeah, I think C tier fine for now. Dennis Schroeder. He's kind of interesting too, because he's kind of a little bit. I'll put Dennis in C. I'll put him in C. But I think maybe at the end of the year he might go up to B. He's probably gonna be starting for the Raptors, I think, because he's like their only point guard they have on their team. But yeah, I'll put him in C. Scoot, I'll put him in B. I think he's gonna have a fantastic career. It's just really about when they trade Dame. He's gonna take the keys, and right there, that's where we're gonna know how he's gonna be. But if Dame does start the season in Portland, I'm really interested to see how he comes off the bench and how he plays. Colin Sexton, going C. Hopefully he can come back and have a really good year in Utah. I'm a big fan of Colin Sexton, so I want to see him, come out and just dominate. Shout out to Young Bull. We're almost done here. Marcus Smart. I'll put Marcus Smart in B tier, actually. Yeah, I think I'll take him over a lot of these guys in C tier. I think B tier is good for him. He's probably going to be a starting point guard to start the year with Memphis now with Ja out. And then when Ja comes back, I don't know how that's going to look. I don't know if he's going to come off the bench or if he's going to be a 2 or maybe a 3. Like, that's going to be really weird to see. But for now, he's going to be the starting point guard to start the year. And yeah, really good. Steph Curry. Yep. TJ McConnell, another C tier. Really good. Solid backup point guard. You know what I mean? Just comes in, does what he has to do. Can't shoot, but doesn't matter because he'll make it up for in feistiness. Trae Young. Now he's interesting. Is he a S? I don't know. I feel like we kind of forgot about Trae Young and who he really is. At his peak, Trae Young's up here, no question. But right now, I'll put Trae in. I'll put him in A tier for now. I'll put him in A tier, but I think if he does have a redemption year, which I hope he does, he'll go in S. Trey Jones, put him in C. Love me some Trey Jones. He's really solid point guard. He had a really good year last year with the Spurs, and he got awarded with a contract. Shout out to him. Ty Washington, G League right now, but he just got picked up by the Bucks on a 2-way contract, so maybe he can get an opportunity. Tyus Jones. I'll put Tyus in B, actually. I think Tyus Jones is better than a lot of these guys in C tier. He's going to get a chance to be a starter for the Wizards. I think he's going to be a starting point guard unless they put Jordan Poole, give him the ball. But I think they should give it to Tyus. let him be the starting PG. And I think if he has a good year, you know, maybe more money. More money. Gabe Vincent, put him in C. Yeah, he had a really good playoff run. But I don't know. I don't know if I'm putting him up in this B tier yet. But I think C tier is solid for him. Isaiah Wong in D. He's a two-way with the Pacers. Interested to see if he finds a role in the league. And finally, we have DeLon Wright. And I think he's a solid C tier point guard. Really good. The Wizards have all the good backup point guards, so hopefully they trade some of them away. And yeah, that's the list. I feel good about this list. I feel good about this list. There's a lot, but I feel good about it. So we have S tier. These are the elite. I have Ja up there because why not? A tier, the really good ones. B tier, the really solid. C tier, the alrights. D tier, the eh. And then the G Leaguers. Shout out to my G League guys. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Once again, if you enjoyed the content, consider subscribing, like, turn notifications on, stuff like that. I really appreciate it. Really helps out a lot. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow.